Hi, we're in Portland, Tennessee, and we're on a Civil War battle site. This is our friend Randy, who's metal detecting, and he's found many Civil War relics.
Yes, we've gotten permission here. Randy's gotten permission by the property owners, and Randy has been known to find lots of Civil War relics, including some bullets, and he's actually famous for having a Confederate belt buckle that he dug up a while back. Which museum is that in, Randy?
Excuse me?
Which museum is the belt buckle in?
It's in the Museum of the Confederacy in Atlanta.
All right.
The museum right now, and eventually it's going to end up in the Museum of Confederacy in Richmond.
All right.
So, yeah.
So we're here today, and he's taken us up here to hopefully find some more relics in this area.
We might just have something.
Well, I'm not saying this is, but it's a good.
Just in case.
Well, I bought it up, whatever it is. It seems like it.
Or could it just be more nails?
Guys, Mercy, I want you to be the first one.
Mercy, what's
There
going
it
to be
is.
so cool? We found something. Mercy, guess what?
Look here.
Oh my goodness, Mercy.
We are the first to see this bullet, and it's a big, expensive 69 caliber in 150 years. Now, take your glove off and pick it up. You're going to be the first
Mercy.
to hold it.
You're the
You are
first.
the first to hold it since that Civil War soldier held that.
Look at that. Hold it up.
Isn't that awesome?
You are the first one to touch that in 150
Last
years.
person to hold that was a United States soldier in the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln was president.
Wow.
And this country was split in two. North and South was at war.
This is also really cool because yesterday we went to a Civil War museum and I saw the same thing under glass and you could not touch it, but now it's right in my hand and in my pocket. This is our best find yet, and if you've ever seen a Civil War picture or movie, they have their knapsacks on their shoulder. This is what held it in place.
You're exactly right.
Wow.
One on each side.
That is very neat.
So a soldier probably had his bed right
just
there.
beautiful.
This is melted lead from when the soldiers used to sit around here and they used to make bullets. This is just leftover lead from.
You are exactly right. That's the drippings.
The drippings of the lead. See how it's the same, looks
Color
the
as
same
the-
color as the bullets?
This is an iron pin and it was used to hold the wire onto the fences that they made.
Wow. How many does that make? We've got today.
A lot.
I think now 8.
Around 8 Civil War relics.
Yep.
Pretty fascinating.
Which is incredible. 8 relics in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they kept their own livestock, cows,
Yeah.
and everything. That's in the documentation. And they kept in barbed wire pens.
Oh.
Probably in one of their livestock keeping areas.
Wow.
Yep. They had to eat beef too.
Yep. The soldiers had to eat. Well, we've had some great finds today, thanks to our friend and Civil War historian, Randy. What'd you learn today, Mercy?
I learned a lot of stuff.
Can you?
Like what some of the relics were and how they were used. Like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, if I found this in the ground, I would have no idea what it was. But now that Randy told me, I would know.
Right. And how many years ago was this?
Like 150.
And what was the Civil War? Can you tell us a little bit about the Civil War?
It was the South against the northern states against the southern states, and the northern states were called the Union States, and the southern states were called the Confederate States. So, and apparently this is one of the, around this area where we've been metal detecting, is one of the battlegrounds After cleaning up all the Civil War relics we found, we were mistaken by one of them. This one right here, which we thought was just the leftover lead from the soldiers making bullets, is actually a flattened bullet that the soldiers used as a poker chip to play poker with.
Right, they flattened the bullets with a hammer to make poker chips, which poker is a card game, so they could sit around and have at least some sort of recreation while they were at camp. Right.
Can you guess where I am? It's a really big, famous, and historic river. We're right outside of the Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. This is considered the birthplace of rock and roll. Elvis Presley recorded most of his first records here, and so did many others. We're outside of Graceland, and this is Elvis's house until he died in 1977.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't got a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine.
We're in the crater of Diamond State Park in Arkansas. This is the 8th largest diamond reserve in the world, but it's the only diamond reserve where the public can actually dig for diamonds and keep them. So this is the education center, and today I'm going to learn about how diamonds came to the earth. I just watched a short film and learned how diamonds were formed. They were formed 1 to 3 billion years ago, 100 miles below the surface of Earth. They came to the surface with the volcanic ash from a volcano, and now they're above the Earth so we can go mine some.
Yeah. And what else? What about diamonds? What are some characteristics of the diamonds here?
They are the hardest natural substance on Earth, and they're some of the oldest.
And what are we going to look for? Like what sets them out amongst the other minerals and the other crystals that we may find as well?
They're extremely shiny.
Yeah. And unlike crystals that have rough edges, the diamonds here have...
They're really smooth and oily.
Yep. Okay.
No dirt sticks to them, so that will make it easier to find them.
Right. So actually there's a display over here with some samples of diamonds. Let's go check it out. Where is it? Want to lead us? Oops. Right over here.
So...
Right in here. These are some samples of the diamonds found here.
And the largest diamond found here they named it Uncle Sam, and this is a replica of it.
Right, let's check this.
It's
This
really
was in
big.
1975, I think. Called the Uncle Sam.
Zoom out so they can see the words. Okay. That's how big it is, and that's very big for a diamond.
Yes.
But the pieces on the side, the diamond was cut, so those are the pieces that were cut off of it.
All right, let's go outside and get us a big Uncle Sam.
And there's a big marker where the Uncle Sam was found, and I imagine many people have tried digging right there.
Yeah, we'll check that when we go outside.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
This is where the Uncle Sam diamond was found, and that's the one back in the education center, the largest one we saw. The one that was cut in 3 pieces. This method for diamond searching is called wet sifting.
So, what are you doing?
Well, you basically just get your sifters full of dirt from the diamond mines, or mud, and then you have to sift it, and then you look, see if you find anything. See, there are 2 screens. One has large holes, and the other one has small holes, which is under this. And in the large holes, this is where some people find large diamonds, which is what I'm looking for.
Anything?
Not yet. We've been mining, or trying to find diamonds for about 6 hours. We didn't find any, but we found lots of cool rocks and crystals. And Tammy, who works at the state park, is going to help us identify them.
All right. Thank you, Tammy.
All right, this first one, this big one here, this is called lamprock, or volcanic tuff. It's just the volcanic ash from when the volcano exploded.
Ooh, that's neat.
These are jasper. They come in about 30 different colors. You have a couple of quartz crystals here. And the easiest way to tell the difference between quartz crystals and, say, calcite like this is just take a tool. You can even use a paper clip or a car key, and your calcite will crush or scratch. Your barite, which is kind of a blue-looking crystal, will also crush or scratch.
Thank you very much.
These little peppercorn-looking pieces here, those are lamphorite, which is your volcanic soil. So that's basically what we have in this find today.
Wow. Well, that's a treasure to us, don't you think, Merce?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll pack them all up and we'll take them back, and then maybe someday everyone can look at them and feel them and see what volcanic ash feels like. Thank you, Tammy.
You're more than welcome.
Can you guess where I am? I'll give you a couple of hints. We're an hour behind you guys in Maine, so that'll help you figure out what time zone we're in. And you'll also see a kind of plant that grows here, but it does not grow in Maine. But there are over 200 of these kinds of plants in the state we're in. Yeehaw! If you guessed Texas as the state and cactus as the plant, you were correct. This type of cactus is called the prickly pear cactus. So we've been in Texas for a little bit, and we're going to be staying some more. We've done a lot of cool things. My favorite was go to a real rodeo.
Fired up and ready. Steven Presto! Let's ride one. Dustin Jackson. Dustin's making it work. Going around. Gets it done. All right, louder.
Cowboy town, and in a minute we're going to watch them drive cattle up the street. A unique characteristic of the Texas Longhorn is their extra long horn span. They use their horns to protect themselves and their young from coyotes and other predators in the wild.
All right, let's go see if you can reach as long as their horn span is. Oh, not quite. All right, I think they're about to herd the cattle. Let's go. Wow, look at those cattle horns. They're right. You've seen a lot
lot of the fun stuff that I've been doing on this trip, but however, I still have to do schoolwork. So whenever we're staying somewhere for a long time, like here in Austin, we find a local library so me, River, and my dad can do our work. So that's what I'm doing now.
You still have to do schoolwork just like everyone else. What are we working on today?
We're working on science today.
Yeah, because we can use all these books here at the library.
So this ends my second video, and we're going to be staying in Austin for a while. And from here we're going to be heading west. So I hope to see you guys on our next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.